And welcome back to the third part of this Kirby's Dreamland 2 Let's Play. We're getting into Ripple Field, and I gotta say, this stage has some great music. The background there is also very pretty, as well as this stage select screen. It's very aesthetically pleasing. Most people don't like water levels in video games, and I tend to agree. Water controls typically slow down gameplay, and as we'll see in Kirby's Dreamland 2, the water gameplay is a little bit slower, but I still like this level a lot. It's more of a beach theme than just a straight up water theme, so who doesn't like the beach, you know? And we're going to be getting Rock for the first time here. I know I said I didn't like the stationary copy abilities, but Rock, I think, is a good ability. I think it should be the only one that immobilizes Kirby when you use it. Because it's a rock, so there's not much else to do with it. And it's satisfying to crush down on enemies' heads. The thing is, most things die in one hit, so Rock doesn't feel too worthwhile. We might as well just go with Cutter here and make short work of the enemies in the future. I kind of struggle at getting that item there, but I mean, it's not a big deal, really. I kind of like to play these games pretty well and show them off in a timely manner, but there's a couple moments in this one where I goof and make some mistakes, but, you know, World 3 is the one where you get Kind the fish, and Kind's a goofy character, so I think it's fitting, you know. Another thing I want to mention is with the Super Game Boy, we get all the different color palettes for each level, and this blue one, I think, looks just so great. One thing I want to mention about Kirby's Dreamland 2, as well as Kirby games in general, is that these early ones do a great job of, I don't want to sound preachy here, but pushing video games forward from being just about getting high scores and that sort of a thing, and more into being like an adventure and feeling like that. Like just right here. I think this is cool. You're swimming in the water, and then you go in a door, and now you're in this kind of cave with electric squid, and it's engaging. It's thematically appropriate, I would say, and it's also the first time that we're going to be getting the electricity when we defeat this guy, and he's a pretty fun mini-boss. I love the sprite work going on when he throws those stars, and he also shows off kind of what the electricity ability does, and I love electricity as an element in most video games, like Chrono Trigger. You know, Chrono was cool because he had electricity. In Kirby, it's another kind of boring stand still and do the attack, but what's great is we get electricity right at the same time as we get Kind, and I'm sure they did it unintentionally, because Kind plus electricity is just the funniest ability. It's, if you've ever seen a certain episode of Simpsons, there's this part where Homer sees his face in a Japanese commercial, and he's like, what's that all about? Like, why is my face in some foreign land advertising product thing? And we learned that they got to make Homer's face, like the design of Homer's face, by combining a fish with a light bulb, so I don't know. This has always made me think of that Simpsons episode, and I don't know which property came out first, but whatever. I'm going on too long about some abstract thing. But yeah, Kind is just so funny, and the way that Kirby also quote-unquote rides Kind just adds to the hilarity, of course. What's hilarious is, not hilarious, but it's just another cool thing that the designers chose when making Kirby's Dreamland 2 was to have Kirby ride on top of Rick, have Kirby be carried by Ku, so he's underneath Ku, and then this is kind of like the last place for Kirby to go is inside the fish's mouth. It's just so hilarious to me. They kind of cover everything, and I mean, look at this! Look at that! Oh my gosh! Hey. I'm probably overreacting a bit, which is a kind of a Let's Player sin, obviously, but it's just this game makes me happy, especially this level. Again, man, who isn't happy at the beach? And, oh yeah, not to mention, Kind also has great music. The beat for it is very intricate. It's kind of, I'm not like a music theory major or anything, but it's a bit lopsided, I guess. Kind of da-da-da-da, and I feel like that fits Kind's easygoing, fun sort of personality that you get from him and his hilarious face. You know, it'd probably hurt to like have to carry Kirby around and then shoot out an umbrella like that out of your mouth, but Kind's a bro. He'll go on land and hop around at a very slow pace just for Kirby, but we do want Kind here because, yep, another rainbow drop. One thing I like about Kirby's Dream Land 2 is the fact that there are these collectibles, these rainbow drops, but it's just not overdone. Some games, there's just way too much stuff you gotta do, and it can kind of weigh down on the game. But for me, I think they reached a really good happy medium with Kirby's Dream Land 2. There's just enough secrets, there's just enough fun stuff to do to keep you invested. It is hard to 100% this game, but I think that's mainly because of the Gooey's girlfriend stupid thing. But yeah, you know, we got that one, which you do need rock for. Okay, this is what I'm talking about with the goofing up thing. God damn. Okay, but no, you do want the rock ability though for the blocks there, even though you kind of want electricity to see where the door is. I just knew in advance that it's right there, and you don't need to light the way to actually go through the door because, again, you actually want rock for that. But thankfully enough, you get rock just a little bit further on, so yeah. These snakes look like they belong in Mario Bros. 2. Here I had a rock kind of just at the end here because it's the one that you get that you're gonna have when you get the rainbow drop. So we're just gonna kind of use it until about the end of the level, which is actually a little bit awkward, as we're gonna see. It's easy to kind of fall down on enemies, but it's a bit harder to sort of be below the enemy when you're using this ability, which this room will have you do. But one thing I wanted to do was show off a boss fight with the copy ability, so I figured, you know, now's as good a time as any, and you know, Kind's a crazy MFer. He's the absolute madman that would actually go into this boss fight with an ability like rock. That's who Kind is. I don't know. There's plenty of stuff to talk about, but you know, I just wanna laugh and see what's going on here. So it's an anglerfish. It's pretty fitting. It's honestly easier to just inhale those stars and shoot them at him, but no, we're gonna do this, guys. We're gonna smack down on this piece of garbage and show him what's up. Who's the real fish in the big blue sea? This boss fight's cool because it actually like scrolls through the map here. I assume it obviously loops, but I don't really know when it loops. Again, I'm trying to play, I guess, like a developer, or at least sort of try to understand what they were doing. But again, doing like this extra stuff makes for more space used up on the cartridge. But we'll see it in the bonus stage as well that they utilize the kind of conveyor belt. What am I trying to say? Just the longness of that room. The stage even looks nice in the stage select screen. Gosh, it's just so pretty. And the little spiral sun is kind of cute. I guess this is also a mess up. I don't know why I'm standing here for so long. Given Kirby and Kind a bit of a rest after a tough boss fight, I suppose. Alright, third bonus chance. Can we do it, everybody? I just don't know, man. I need that 19th life too. I'm not gonna settle. Actually, we'll probably get 20 lives if we do it all. Yeah. This one's again a little bit trickier. Well, I guess it depends on who you ask. Some of this stuff's kind of like, whoa, you know. I'm just laughing at how bad I am at whatever. Okay, cool, we did it. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed that we'd use the take that I did it on? Oh, we are at 21 lives. Look at that. We are now able to slam a Saki hammer. I don't know. Bye, thanks.